War of the Spark teaser trailer dropped. We're going to talk about that and what it means for MTG Finance. And we're going to get right into it, so go ahead and buckle your seatbelt because you're not in a car. Hello and welcome to the day. Thank you for spending your time with us. I am Jake with Jake and Joel Magic. Today I'm going to be talking about all of the cardboard that I spend my money on. But before I do that, go ahead, like, subscribe, go down there, click buttons. I don't really care what you click, but Joel makes me say this. So you may be wondering, where is Joel? What is this? Jake, why are you here? And where has Joel gone? Well, I will tell you, he's in the room. Hi! Yeah, there he is. You can hear him over there. So what this is a new series of videos that we're going to be doing that essentially tracks my MTG purchases. And I'm going to talk about why I'm purchasing these cards, when I'm purchasing them. A lot of these videos moving forward are going to be purchases that may be years ago. And I'm going to talk about why I bought those cards, when I bought them, what I sold them for, do I still have them in my collection. There's going to be tons of different things that we're going to be talking about. But the first video that we're talking about today is War of the Spark. I know that you're aching. You're like, Jake, just tell me what you bought. But I need to give you some pretext here. You have to understand why I bought what I bought. And essentially we'll blame Saffron Olive for this. So apparently the stained glass Planeswalker art from yesterday's teaser trailer is from the set. Here, I'll just go ahead and tell you. There's some speculation around War of the Spark that it's going to be a heavily, I don't know if you're familiar with Legends, but Legends had a ton of legendary creatures, kind of like Dominaria revisited that whole thing. Dominaria came back, we got legendary sorceries, we got a bunch of legends at common, uncommon, and so on. People think that Planeswalkers are going to be heavily abundant in this set, and this is going to be the first time that we see common, uncommon Planeswalkers. You know, rare Planeswalkers, obviously, and mythic Planeswalkers. And so, Saffron Olive says apparently the stained glass Planeswalker art from yesterday's teaser trailer is from the set. Hashtag MTG War. Okay, and now to clarify something from the trailer, the art in the set isn't stained glass looking. We took the existing art and stained glassed them for the teaser. All right, so in response to this information, Saffron Olive tweets, cards you should probably buy now if you think you'll need them. Oath of Nissa, Gideon, Ajani. These are the oaths that Saffron Olive thinks are good. Honestly, we don't see Oath of Jace or Oath of Chandra or Oath of Liliana in here, but specifically Nissa, Gideon, and Ajani. We also have Deploy the Gatewatch, which is a very cheap, like $1.25 right now card that's 2 white, 4 other that was an Eldritch Moon that is a set that has really good cards in it, but it was a low print run and it didn't have masterpieces, so people weren't super hyped on buying a lot of it. And then we have Call the Gatewatch, which was an Oath of the Gatewatch card, which is currently about 25 cents. And then he says Proliferate stuff. He says Doubling Season, which is honestly out of anyone who's like, you're trying to make some money. Doubling Season is a card that's honestly on everybody's radar, so you're not gonna make money there. The Chain Veil, which is also kind of the same thing. Possibly Juru and Thalia's Lancers. Juru is with Eyes Wide Open. It's a card that when it enters, you search your library for a Planeswalker card. Thalia's Lancers, Legendary Matter stuff that didn't spike with Dominaria. I imagine he's talking about Legendary Sorceries, cards that aren't like super duper expensive right now. So, I'm hanging out. Joel messages me, I'm just trying to do my day, right? I'm just working. And Joel sends me this tweet from Saffron Olive, so essentially I FOMO out, and I just buy some cards. And, we're gonna show you now. You've waited, you've gone through it. We're gonna show you what I bought first, and it's not even on his list. I'm just going to open it up, and this is from Card Kingdom. We're not sponsored by them, but I will say they always deliver quality product. I've never been upset with what they've delivered. So the first thing I buy when I see this, some Mox Ambers. All right, I think there's 2 foils here. Yeah, a couple foilies. wow, they already have them in perfect size sleeves. And I bought 3 of the non-foil. Getting in on a Mox early is really important because, you know, it's a Mox. You know, Mox Opal is restrictive to artifacts. This is restrictive to legendary creatures and planeswalkers. And that's important because at any time Wizards of the Coast, and most likely in War of the Spark, can do anything that's going to blow a card like this wide open. So this is what I bought at a realistic, you know, like, I don't really see Mox Amber get lower than 25 ever, even on eBay. So acquiring it at $29.99, I know I'm not going to lose a lot of money there. And then getting in at Mox Amber at $9.99 for the non-foil, just near mint copy. Even if the card never, ever, ever spikes into the stratosphere, I'm never going to, you know, take a big loss on a Mox. Jake, you bought all these Moxes. What does it mean? Why did you do this? Well, you know, here's the thing. If a card gets spoiled in the set that, you know, I don't know, goes modern viable and now all of a sudden Mox Amber is a modern card, you know, the non-foil version is going to, you know, become like 30 to 40 bucks. The foil is going to become $100 instantly. I could, you know, I spent $89.95 on this lot. It's something that I could easily get back, you know, after fees at a very small loss if I needed to. But, you know, it could go into, you know, I have, you know, $200 in the foils. I have another $100 in the non-foil versions. And now, you know, I've spent $89.95 to make $300. That's like a best case scenario, and that may not happen. So this is all speculation. And if, you know, we're wrong based on these tweets and everything, then that ends up being, you know, wah, wah, wah. You know, I can sell them back. You know, I've wasted a little bit of time. I may have net a loss in money, but it's not a card that I'm going to be kicking myself later on. Oh, why did I buy Mox Ambers? After I FOMO'd out and I bought a bunch of Mox Ambers because I was like, oh my God, everybody saw Saffron Olive's tweet, I went ahead and, you know, I essentially, when something like this happens and I'm like, oh my God, everybody's going to jump on it, I go and I buy the things that I want immediately, and then I go back and shop. And honestly, since I bought the Mox Ambers, you know, Joel, go ahead and will you pull up the price of Mox Amber? There it is, $11.99. It has gone up from $9.99. So the card is now sitting at $12, which means some other people probably did something similar. We're going to go over some of the cards that I bought in addition to the Mox Ambers, and this was, you know, we'll just get the list up. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we're going to just go over this. We have Ether Revolt, Oath of Ajani, and you can see over here the price of all of these. These are small specs, and you can see the amount that I buy them out for. I'll buy 8 Oath. I'll buy, you know, I bought 8 Thrumming Bird. If you don't know what Thrumming Bird is, whenever it deals damage, you proliferate. Eldritch Moon, Thalia's Lancers. This is another Saffron Olive spec. Deploy the Gatewatch. If you don't know what Deploy the Gatewatch is, it's sorcery speed, look at the top 6, put 2 planeswalkers from among them onto the battlefield. Juru with Eyes Wide Open. This is another search for a planeswalker card. You know, getting in at this card at 25 cents for, you know, 8 copies at 25 cents for $2 total. If the card even goes up to like $3, you know, even $1, you know, we're netting profit. Modern Masters 2015 Foil Steady Progress. This is a card where if planeswalkers, you know, matter, you know, we're instant speed proliferating and drawing a card for 1 blue, 2 other. If you have a field full of like common, uncommon planeswalkers, you know, now, and I should say this because Saffron Olive, he tweeted this list, and I don't think he was saying, hey guys, be a degenerate like Jake and go out and buy as many of these cards as you can. I think he says specifically cards you should probably buy now if you think you'll need them. These are cards that I don't think I'll need, but I'm hoping that for some reason they spike in price. You may be like, Jake, why are you buying so many cards? This is not smart. But since I've bought them, the near mint copies of Steady Progress are out of stock for Scars of Mirrodin and Modern Masters 2015. So we come back here. We have Foil Steady Progress. I bought 3 near mint at 35 cents. I bought 20 of the non-foil copies at 25 cents. We can see what's foil, what's not foil. We have Call the Gatewatch. We have 8 copies of this at 25 cents. This is a card from Oath of the Gatewatch. It's just you search a Planeswalker. We have Oath of Gideon. This is another Saffron Olive spec. We have Oath of Nissa. This is another Saffron Olive spec. But again, these are like getting it at Oath of Gideon for 25 cents, getting it at Oath of Nissa for 79 cents. Promotional Oath of Ajani pre-release foils. I bought 3 of these at $3. If that card becomes a card, you know, at this point, cards that are like this many sets back, like I'm going back and I'm buying like Oath of the Gatewatch cards. Cards that are this many sets back, their price is kind of like set. So the worst case scenario is I could always send these back, sell them, and net a small loss. And I lose my time, obviously, but not all of the money. And you'll see the total that I spent on all these at the end. But we have Scars of Mirrodin foil steady progress. I bought 1 near mint at 79 cents. We have Scars of Mirrodin Contagion Clasp. This is just a card that, you know, it just proliferates. But when you're spending 4 to use a card to proliferate a field full of Planeswalkers, that's like, you're netting so much value on 4 mana. I bought 10 of those at 49 cents. Scars of Mirrodin, another 20 steady progress that I bought at 25 cents, and some more Thrumming Birds. Now we'll go down here to the excellent cards. Hour of Devastation foil, Jiru with Eyes Wide Open. You know, I bought 4 of these at 79 cents. These are the foils. Again, if this card is, you know, becomes a card, we're gonna see, you know, a big spike in this price. I also bought foil Oath of Gideon. I bought 1. I bought Oath of the Gatewatch, Oath of Gideon again, 8 of those at 20 cents. I mean, I'm buying 8 cards at 20 cents a piece, where if it becomes a card is like $3 or $4, I get to sell off play sets to buy cards that I really want. I bought promotional Contagion Clasps, 4 at $1.59. And again, this is a card where like, oh yeah, if Contagion Clasp for some reason, I mean, honestly, we have Atraxa as well, which is a huge EDH player. So if there are Planeswalkers that help fuel Atraxa, Atraxa brings more people in on the proliferate effects. You know, these are cards that you're going to be happy that you had. And you can see here at the bottom, I did buy 1 very good Oath of the Gatewatch foil, Call the Gatewatch at $1.19. But you can see I bought all of these cards at the whopping price of $86.74 shipped. So again, this is a lot of cards that I bought. Hundreds of cards. And I got them at $86.74. And the idea is that, you know, if a couple of these spike, or if this set is heavily Planeswalker, then I get to, you know, go in, sell these cards at a later date, and net profit. All right, guys. So if you enjoyed that video, please consider liking, consider subscribing. If you enjoyed that video, if you have an idea for the name of this series, leave it in the comments. We're still trying to figure it out. I'm going to talk to you more about this kind of stuff in the future. We have a whole line of videos lined up. I'm going to talk to you about cards that I bought, you know, 6 months, a year ago, 2 years ago. I have everything that I've been buying on eBay. I've kept track of where it is. We're going to talk to you about if it moved, if it didn't move. What am I kicking myself? Like, why did I buy that? Thank you so much. Consider liking, consider subscribing. It's how we support the channel. Joel makes me say that. I'm just like, whatever, man. If they want to hang out, they want to hang out. But until next time, I am tapped out and always on that never-ending journey to find a greater understanding and personal happiness. And I hope you are too.